I played the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Hey, what's up? It's me, Curiousjoi, and I am currently at E3, but I had to rush home today, right now, kind of rush home, it's a little late, to talk about what I did today. Tuesday, June 11th is the first day of the show floor, so my mission was to 100% go to Square booth and play Final Fantasy VII Remake. As soon as they said there was going to be a playable demo, I knew that's what I needed to do, so I did it. Basically, when you go to the Square booth first thing in the morning or first time when you're able to get in, they give you a ticket to be able to tell you what time to come back to be able to play the demo. I got in at 11 o'clock when the show floor first opened, and then I got my time slot for 12 to 1 p.m. The best thing ever. This ticket's awesome. It's a Shinra ticket and it's a keepsake of my life. Anyways, that's besides the point, but I'm going to talk to you about the game that I played. So watching the gameplay breakdown trailer at E3, it already exceeded my expectations, and I had to figure out how it was gonna feel because I really enjoyed Final Fantasy 15. I like their combat, which is why I was okay for them to be able to be like, yes, this is how we're gonna move on doing our Final Fantasy 7 remake, with it being more action adventure-y. But as they said in the conference, it's not exactly like hack and slash. You don't mash, because when I was playing it, it felt like it was a mix of attacking and a mix of turn-based, and it seems like it's just so much stuff happens with trying to mash, getting your ATB gauge to go up, and then also casting magic, healing yourself, and just all the normal things that you do in the turn-based Final Fantasy while also beating down somebody. It took me a minute to get used to it because for some reason I naturally wanted to press X to hit, but it's actually square to hit, and every time I hit X the command list went up. But once you get used to like wherever the button mapping is, then it just works great. And let me tell you, the game, one, I was in complete awe, being like, I'm actually playing this game. This game is real. This game is going to be coming out March 3rd, 2020. It was a dream, and now it's here, and I'm physically holding a controller to be able to play it. Basically what you play is a little bit of the intro plus the first boss fight when you place the bomb and everything that they have been showing in the trailer. You get to play that entire sequence. It's a little short, but it's also very long because you have this boss fight that was just intense. There are no random encounters. You definitely see the enemies. Switching in between both characters was pretty seamless because you had Barrett at the time, so you would just hit up on the D-pad whenever you want to switch back and forth, and Barrett's, you know, really good with long range and all this stuff like that. But just being able to witness these characters. Cloud at the very beginning of 7 was very snarky, very like, you know what, I'm just here to get the job done. I need to get the money for this stuff. Like, this is just all I'm here for. Barrett was like, we're gonna be the people, the peacekeepers. We're just gonna do the thing. We're gonna show them who's boss. And being able to elaborate on that with the voice acting and everything like that, wow, I'm fighting the giant scorpion tail monster, was just like, I cannot tell you the experience that I had, but I will say when I play Final Fantasy, I'm more the person that beefs up my characters, level 99, 9,999 hit points situation, and I rarely use magic. I like it sometimes depending on the circumstances. If the enemy's weak to magic, then of course you gotta use magic. But for the scorpion, they're like, oh, okay, trying to figure out, like, well, it's hitting the guy, and it's like, oh, there's no weakness, and we're like, how do we use the weakness? And Cloud does a voice line where he's like, oh, we got to use magic for this. But I was switched as Barrett for a little bit because I was like, let me just play as Barrett and figure out how he moves around and stuff like that. So I was just shooting him and dodging and weaving and stuff like that, and then there was no damage really being done. It was very low, like under 10, and then all of a sudden I'm like playing and I hear Cloud go, I told you to use magic. And I was like, oh yes, Cloud, I'm so sorry. And then I started using magic and everything was great. That one moment stood out to me so much because having a character tell you a good way to be able to defeat a certain enemy, and then if you're not doing it or you're not getting it, have them like stay in their character and still deliver you that information again. It's like, hello, I told you to do this. This isn't very uncommon, but it was just something that I was not expecting, and it just made me fall in love with a game that's I'm already in love with. I already invested hours of my life in, and it's just so good. It's as good as you would think it would be. I may or may not be trying to play it again like once every day. Don't judge me. I just need it in my life. You guys, I'm telling you, if there's ever a demo that's being able to be on my PS4 now and be able to play it, you bet I will probably stream it once a day. If you want to continue the conversation about talking about Final Fantasy Remake and have any questions that I may not have answered here, who knows if I did. It's 11:30. I have to be back at the show floor by like 8:30 in the morning tomorrow, but I wanted to film this video because freaking Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I'm just so excited. I cannot believe that this is real. I can't believe it. I love this so much. This is probably by far one of the best E3s I've been in because this game is finally coming out. But yes, if you have any other questions about the fighting, just let me know in the comments below, or also join my Discord and just ask me there, and I will talk to you as much as I possibly can about it, because I will probably nonstop be talking about Final Fantasy for like ever. But yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna head to bed. This was mildly edited, I guess. Sure. Until my next video, I will see you guys then. Bye!